In society today, the beauty industry has a huge presence. Defined bone structure, radiant skin, and many other unique features are highlighted in the media.
However, multiple scientific studies have come to the conclusion that those faces that are deemed the most attractive often have the most average features.
Through research and the conducting of our very own survey, we will either
Bust
or prove this chem mystery! Appreciate ecology.
Astronomerific.
Physics quizzy. Science. In this context, averageness is the physical beauty that is a result of combining facial features of people of the same gender.
The theory of averageness proposes that people with average faces are perceived as more attractive due to their balanced features and other evolutionary factors.
Let's start with discussing the evidence supporting this theory. The first piece of evidence is coinophilia. This is when animals seek mates with average features, as animals with unusual features may cause genetic mutations. One study that proved this theory was conducted by Francis Galton in 1878. He tested whether certain groups of people, such as criminals or vegetarians, had similar facial features. He did this by layering the faces to result in one combined face. Although no evidence was found to support this theory, he did find that the final face was more attractive than the individual faces. Judith Longoy and Larry Waldman further developed this theory in 1990 with a computer-based experiment. They found 192 Caucasian males and females and made composites of 2, 8, 16, and 32. When they gave the faces to a judging panel, the final result was that the composites of 32 were more attractive because they were made up of more faces.
On the other hand, a number of studies have provided evidence that average faces are not necessarily more attractive. Both a study conducted by Alley and Cunningham in 1991 and a study conducted by Perret, May, and Yoshikawa in 1994 concluded that when a composite face was made up of very attractive faces, it was rated as more attractive than a composite made of ordinary or average faces. Another study conducted by Perret and others in 1998 showed that if female faces were more feminine than the average female face, they were also rated as more attractive. This means that the most average faces are not necessarily the most attractive. Based on our research, we have not one, but two hypotheses.
Our first hypothesis is that if composite and individual faces are compared, the composite faces will be rated as more attractive than the individual faces that contribute to it because they are more average.
If the attractiveness of two composite faces is compared, then the composite face that is made up of more individual faces will be rated as more attractive because it is made up of more faces and is therefore more average.
Today we will find out if this theory is true
Or false. For our experiment, we will be using the website faceresearch.org, which allows us to overlay the faces of a variety of different people. The website provides many photos of both men and women of different ages and different races.
We will make composites of 2, 4, 8, and 16 faces. There will be one set of men and one set of women. We will present our combined faces to our set of judges, and they will rate each face out of 5. As you can see from our graphs, both of our hypotheses were correct. When the ratings from our quiz were averaged, all composite faces had a significantly higher rating than the individual faces.
In both graphs, it was clear. As the number of faces increased, so did the average score. The 16-face composite had the highest rating of any of the composites. For both the female and male graphs, there was a strong positive correlation of 0.97.
The chem mystery has been solved! That's all!